Yo, I am HyphenX, and welcome to the SideBar conversation. And man, oh man, we got a great topic today. Grand Rising. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Once you get in here, go ahead and drop a one in the comment section. Just let me know that you're here. Drop me a one in the comment section to let me know if you're watching this live. And if you're watching this on the playback, guys, go ahead and drop a two. And then, guys, do me another favor. Go ahead, share this link and tag your people because we got a good topic today. We're talking about the challenges of the Black man and Black woman's relationship. That's what we're talking about today. So everybody who are in here, guys, go ahead, share this. Go ahead and share this for me and tag a couple folks because this is something that we have to talk about, man. This is something that we have to talk about, which is detrimental, uh, has a vital importance to either our success or our destruction. You know what I'm saying? So we have to get to the point where we got to get back to us. Okay. I'm bringing in my co-host, not even my co-host, because we equals over here. We equals over here on the sidebar conversation. Bringing in the other host of the sidebar conversation, the sauce queen herself. What's going on, Nalla?
Yo, what's the word? It's a little
What's the
dim where I'm at. Can you see me?
I can, but go ahead and just you can probably close that blind a little bit.
See, look. Niggas always got oh, that's a little decent.
That's a little bit better,
Yeah.
Or get in front of that
like today.
Or get in front of that wall.
Man, look, check it out.
Look.
You're gonna have to let me zoom in.
Boom, there you is. That you see me.
Hey now.
I was doing a little intro, letting them know that we got a juicy one today.
Oh, child. I'm not gonna lecture you. You look like you got something on your mind already.
I do.
And you got the cap on this shit. Hold on. Oh my god. What you on with me, Dad?
I do. I got something on the brain today. It's crazy. It's crazy how things work. Oh, God, thank our guest is already here. Guys, if you're watching this on the Great Conversation podcast page, guys, go ahead and drop a one. If you're watching this over on my page, you can stay there if you like, but I won't be able to see your comments, but I do have a moderator in there that will take your comments and bring them over to the Great Conversation page. I just want you guys to hear this conversation, okay? Be a part of this conversation, join this conversation, because we about to give them something to talk about. Yeah, we about to get into it. Okay. I'm gonna bring on Aurora. Let's see here. Boom. Aurora.
Hello.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming on to the sidebar conversation. Just give us a little background about you. I don't know you from a can of paint.
Well, there's not much to say about me. My name is Aurora. I'm the co-owner of Prestige Prominence. I'm a beautiful cousin of Nalla here. She's also beautiful. I love her. She's my favorite. So yeah, that's basically the back story of me. It's nothing too.
Boom. Business owner, successful Black woman. Are you in a relationship?
Yes.
Great. Successful relationship?
Yes.
And how long have you been in that relationship?
I've been with my partner for probably about 16 years.
Ooh. What's the That's a long time. That's a long time.
It is.
That's over a decade.
Over a decade, almost 2.
What would you say? Now I have to ask this question before we go any further because this is going to determine the line of questioning.
Mm-hmm.
Is your partner male or female?
He's a
She's a Christian. We don't play them games.
Whoa, hey, listen. This is the new dance. She said partner, you know what I'm saying? Some of these are code words. So,
he's male.
Okay, so he's a male. Okay, so great. So what do you I put an assignment out last week on the last sidebar conversation.
Yeah.
Now, Nalla, do you remember that? Do you remember it?
Now you know I don't remember it.
So the assignment was just to come up with some challenges that face the black male and the black woman's relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Morning, Ricky. What's going on, Deja? I am still a gentleman at heart. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to give the floor over to my beautiful sisters because I want to hear what it is they have to say.
So check it out, because mine is going to be brief. I feel like one of the biggest challenges that we face as a black woman and a black man and us being together, I feel like in this day and age, I think both parties feel that we don't need each other. And I think that's a big challenge up on both ends. You have a lot of women that and I'm all for independent, but overly independent to the point where like I don't need a man for anything. And then you have men that feel like they don't need a woman as well. And I feel like we'll get a lot further if we do understand like we were created for each other. We do need each other, especially in this race, being a black person in general. Like, love is love for all, you love who you love, but I do feel that we do need each other. But, products of our environments, creatures of habitat, different things, how you were raised may determine the way that you look at if your mom didn't really have good relationships, or your father, you may view relationships different, but it's up to you to actually, check things out for yourself. But I feel like a lot of us, you hear a lot of women, I don't need a man for nothing. I got this. I make 80K, whatever. What can a man do for me? You hear a lot of men saying the same things, and we do need each other, especially when we're being killed at a crazy rate. Like, we need to procreate. We need each other. Like, so that's just how I feel. But I ain't looking for love. Okay.
We know you thugging out here. We already know.
Streets, man. I ain't really all on that riffraff. When it come, it come. But right now, I'm on a whole different type of time.
But it ain't even gotta be that. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm sorry, my sister.
I'm gonna actually have a couple different the challenges that we face, but I'm gonna piggyback off what she said because it's interesting. I just recently, between like the last 2 days, I asked multiple people, couples and single, I proposed the question: do you as a woman need a man, or would you teach your children, like your daughters, need a man, and vice versa? Do men need women? And the responses that I got back were pretty interesting. Majority said yes. Those were the people that were in healthy relationships, working together, mother, father, children. They understood how important it was to piggyback off of each other, because I'm all about the masculine and feminine energy. As a man, possess masculine energy, you need feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? And as a female, I possess feminine energy. I need that masculine energy. So I think we kind of get out of, it's like, oh, well, I want a man, but I need a man. No, you don't need the wrong man, but you do need the right man. And you the right woman.
Okay.
Educated.
Okay. So I think we're all kind of on the same mindset. So some of mine, because I agree with that. I think it's great that you did a poll. We should have did that. We should have did a poll. I think that was a great idea that you did that. And I like the way that you really break it down from the people in the healthy relationship says, yes, you do need your counterpart, and how the ones that were maybe not, or maybe bitter or hurt. I don't know. Maybe I'm putting words out there that people don't feel comfortable with, but that's what it be. That now their advice is tainted. So they're like, no, they don't. I'll have one, but I don't need one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what's the point of having something if it doesn't serve a need?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like one of the challenges, which hip I want to go to first. I think I want to go to this part here. The understanding of our struggle collectively in, I meant to put and then by gender. When I made a comment not too long ago. Okay? I made a comment not too long ago about how if they can make laws against Black people, then they should be able to make laws for Black people. And when I say Black people, I'm speaking of Black men, Black women. You know what I'm saying? When I say that, our struggle in this world, this society, has always been together.
Mm-hmm.
We've always struggled together. But it's like when opportunity approaches, we branch away from each other because of opportunity and the independence that opportunity gives. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you basically trying to say in the sense of like, I feel like we both will.
Oh, she gone. She'll be back here momentarily. Aurora, did you want to jump in?
Okay, I'm gonna start off by saying this. I believe I'm gonna go into one of the issues that I think we have is our gender roles, our roles as a man and roles. And I'm not gonna just say men don't want to be men, because some women don't really want to play the role either. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important for like men to understand. I'm gonna start with men first because you are the leaders. So I think it's important for men to understand that your job here on this earth to build, right? Produce, provide, and protect. That's really it. You know what I'm saying? You are supposed to always operating. Me as a female, I am supposed to be like the helper, but I'm not supposed to necessarily get in the trenches with you. And that's what I disagree. That's where we fall off at. Oh, you're looking at me funny.
No, I want you to. I want I want to make sure I understood you correctly. Can you repeat that?
I said, me as a female, my job is to nurture, right? And it's to provide that feminine energy, right? Because you need that, but not necessarily to get in the trenches with you. That's not really my job. Your job.
Okay. Okay. Let's get it. Now, what you mean? What you mean not get in the trenches? I'm trying to get to it. I'm trying to understand. Okay, so let's do this. Because I put up on the screen appreciation for relationship roles. Okay.
Right.
So let's say, so you said the man's job is to provide, to build, I'm sorry, what else?
Produce, protect.
Produce, protect. Okay. So that's what the man is for. Okay.
Right.
And the woman is to nurture, and what else?
So we think about like building in a relationship. A woman's job, to me, and this is just my opinion.
Yes.
Job is to help you build a family.
Oh, okay.
I feel we need to really get to a point where men can kind of build themselves. Okay, because as a man, that's your job. Your job to build yourself. And then when you don't think so, okay, well, that's your personal opinion. I think men.
I'm gonna retort in a minute. Go ahead.
Men should build themselves, right? And I think a woman's job, when a woman comes around, the man should already have something put together to plug her into. You get what I'm saying? That's just what I think.
You gotta wait for it to come back on. All right. Okay. So when you say a man's job is to build by himself, I think that is what's wrong.
Okay.
Because men, okay, can we agree on the fact that women mature faster than men?
Yes.
Okay, so we can agree to that fact.
Yes.
So it's a lot of times. So you've been with your husband or your life partner for 16 years.
Right.
Have you seen him mature in those 16 years?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you helped with that.
Okay.
Your nurturing help with that, because the nurturing is just not there for the children. The nurturing is there for the man as well, just based off the simple fact that he also has a mother.
Right.
So his whole life, generally speaking, his whole life he's been nurtured and helped by a woman. Rose up. You want to get down?
Well, from what I've been seeing, men have not been.
Oh, I lost you. Men have not what?
Yeah.
From some of the things that I have been seeing lately, past years, a lot of men are growing up broken because they haven't been nurtured. Right?
Yes. I agree with that, because of that mindset that a man is supposed to nurture himself.
No. I think the difference comes in when, so you have a mother, right? A lot of mothers are single mothers. Okay. There are a lot of single mothers out there. And so a single mom job is probably one of the most difficult jobs you'll ever have. You get what I'm saying? A single mom has to be the builder, the producer, the provider, the protector. Sometimes when she's in that masculine energy, she don't really have time to rest in her femininity, right? So she may not be that nurturing. She may not be as lovable as you would want her to do. As if you want. She may not even have time for you because she's out hustling, grinding, competing to take care of you. So you may not, because you probably come from a single parent household, and she probably can't do all of those things at once. So that's why I said it's a man's job to build something for his family, and then he can bring a woman into his life. Then he can bring a woman into his life. That way, when he's a woman, right, he's taking on like majority of the financial burden. He's out there working. He's out there masculine. The woman can stay at home, or even if she had a job, she still does not have to work and have the pressure working and have the pressures of the world on her, all on her shoulders alone, and she can be the nurturer. I don't think women should have to work to sustain themselves when you have a man.
And that's why it's important to have a two-family home.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
A healthy family home. And that's what I mean. I don't mean that I can't help you out, with some things, but I don't think that that's a one role.
You got Braca here agreeing with you here. I'm going to put it up on the screen. She says, and when you have to get in them trenches, you step into your masculine energy and it's draining.
Yeah, it can't be masculine and feminine at the same time. It doesn't work. So now you have a lot of people who weren't nurtured by their mothers.
They're very feminine. They're operating in their feminine energy.
Look on social media. When you see a man that complains, rants, he sounds like his mother because he was raised by his mother.
Ooh, come with it. No, that's the truth.
Wait.
That is the absolute truth. You didn't say no lie, because that's what he knows. That's what was getting put into him. You know what I'm saying? That's what he sees. Go ahead.
I don't want to come off as I'm bashing, because
You're not.
I think that, you hate men. you hate black men. That's furthest from the truth. I love not saying
where you say that at?
I'm not saying you, but I have these
Some people.
I have these
Oh,
conversations, and I'm like, I don't do men's work. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel that I'm not bashing men, right? And I can men in our community because this is the community I'm in. I'm not really concerned with any other community at this time. And I think that's another thing that we need to talk about maybe on a different day.
no, we can. It goes in here.
But I just feel that that's just, and I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to bash anything because black men are some of the most important men, the most special men to walk this earth. I know the power that black men have. I know what you can be. I know what you can do. I see you slacking, like, I'm not going to get past because I know what you are. Black men have built me up. Black men have taught me things. They've done. I've learned from black men than I've learned from black women. So,
let me dive in because it doesn't sound. I don't know who you've been hanging around because it didn't sound like you were bashing black men to me. It sounds like there was an issue with the black man not being around,
right.
And women pouring too much feminine energy into. It's almost like he was charging women, but
it is because we're gonna have to get there because a lot of single women and a lot of black women, and it's hurtful to say because sometimes it is what it is. You've been put in a disadvantage, but majority of weak, broken, toxic men come from weak, broken, toxic women because I mean it's messed up that we don't come from a lot of two-parent homes. Some of us do, some of us don't, but a lot of the times a guy don't even know his daddy. So where you get this from? You can operate off of genetics, but at the end of the day, you have been what's raised. Like you raised this man. So therefore the things that he's learned, they come from you. And a lot of guys, like majority, we're not going to say all, but majority of the broken guys you see, you go look at their mama, it's going to tell you a whole story about what's going on.
It shows you the breaker. It shows you the broken, like I say, raising more broken.
Yep. And even with me being a female, I think a lot of people put so many emphasis on the guys, but the women got to step it up because I know I know more dysfunctional women parents than I know men. It's like I know a lot of men that take hell. I was raised
by a single father. Speaking the gospel truth over there.
It's just real. And just like even vice versa, like I have a lot of masculine energy because at the time, you know, my mama, she was rolling on her roll. My daddy took care of me. So even with that, like I was raised by a man. I mean, you know, like certain things and stuff. So I'm operating off of the person that raised me. So I have a lot of masculine energy. My father was the person who raised me. So if you think, I mean, and I do have feminine energy, but if you think this just gonna be, you know, oh, Bucky Berry, hey Cherry, no, I was raised by a guy. So certain things, hey, check it out. What we doing here? You know what I'm saying? What's right. The what?
Like what's really good, guys? This is the sidebar conversation. I am HyphenX. Got the other host over here. We got the sauce queen herself, Nalla. You know what I'm saying? We got Aurora, who is her business partner on her other flip side. Because not only would she get your tongue right, she'll go ahead and also get your head right. You know what I'm saying? Get your hair growing right and all that. Y'all got that? Prestige hair growth oil. You know what I'm saying? They gets it in. Let them get in your roots and in your tummy. You feel me? So check it out. If you guys want to join this conversation, this is our interactive show, okay? So we got some things going off in the comments I'm gonna bring up here in a second. And then also, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say I drop the link. Let me find it first. Hold on. Let me got my daughter even laughing at me. Let me grab the link. Bam, finna drop it. Post.
And it is one more thing to say.
Go ahead, speak.
So I'm not bashing women either. I would never can't blame the parent that stayed.
The one that's around.
Yeah, you can't blame the parent that decided to stay. Even if her parenting wasn't the best, 9 times out of 10 did the best that she could do with the circumstances card she was dealt. The only thing that I would say is, as women, we need to really just get back to a space where we're choosing better, right? Men want one thing. I don't know exactly what they want. You know?
True.
So I feel pick me situations where a man, wants this, but it always leaves us in a bad situation. Not always us. I'm talking about as a collective, but it can leave women working by herself to finance her house, leave her with taking care of the children. So I don't want to say I'm bashing women. I'm not bashing women, because at the end of the day, you can't help if somebody walks out on you.
There's something. Okay, so let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that part. Let's talk about why they're single. Why there are mothers who raise children by themselves. What's the difference between a mother who raises children by themselves and a single woman? Is a single woman and a single mother the same thing?
Is that single woman have kids?
Yeah, let's say yeah, she does. She does have kids.
Mindset, I would say, is a difference. Because some people, you operate, some single women that are mothers, you still dealing off that hurt of being left, having to get out here by yourself. So then, even though you made the choice to conceive children and have children, you still looking for love. So you overshadowing the fact of what you need to be doing as far as raising and building up. You got 20 different men. You're exposing your kids to this and that. Public assistance has done a lot of damper into our community in general. So yeah, that's a big difference. I mean, all of those things tie into each other, because you do have a lot of successful single mothers that have raised phenomenal children. She poured that type of love in, but then you do got those rah-rah mamas, want to call you sons bitch ass niggas, hoe ass niggas, you don't cry, don't do this, don't do all that. And now, like, those are a lot of the men that are out here into the system, meaning like jail and things of that sort. And they're just operating because that nurturing sense, like, yeah, you may provide it, I have food. And I think a lot of parents in general sometimes drop the ball when they just think that, because you have food in your mouth and a roof over your head, that's my job. You know what I'm saying? You make the kid feel like it's special that, I'm raising you, but like, you chose to do the Watusi. I didn't ask to be here. So like, don't act like I got to give you a medal for you choosing to ride through these 9 months and make me. A lot of that be overshadowed. Like, nah, you chose me. I didn't choose. I ain't had no choice in this shit.
I feel you on that. I like that, because I'm sitting here and I'm reflecting back on what she said. Because she said, we go back at the Willie Lynch, right? It says that, what I'm saying, they caused a flip, right? They caused a change, a flip in the roles, if you will. You know what I'm saying? You made a male become dependent, you make a female independent. So you flip the roles. But it also gives, this is what I like about the Willie Lynch, because it gives you the cure. It tell you the exact cure. You know what I'm saying? And the cure is to put nature back to itself. You know what I'm saying? And in the Black community, I'm going to say this, in the Black community on the whole, you know what I'm saying, the Black father is not loved at all. The Black male is feared. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. With about 85% of Blacks registering with Christianity, then when they go to churches on Mother's Day, Easter, Father's Day, things of this nature, when the message comes out, it's anti-male. It's anti-male. And it's 9 times out of 10 coming from a male who was given a sermon of anti-male to a congregation that is majority female and children. So the man has been demonized. The man has been demonized in our society. The Black man has been demonized in our culture, and it's gonna take the love of the Black woman to help the black man come out the woods?
I have
Go ahead. I'm listening.
So my children, right? I don't think I understand what you're saying, but I just feel like as long as a man is doing his job, right? Being in his kid's life, protecting kids, there's nothing that you'll be able to tell a child that can turn them from. You get what I'm saying? So that if they're not seeing an example, right? And that's what I just think men need to just step up and do their job. There's no way you could tell I got 2 kids, a 5-year-old and a 10-year-old. There's no way you would be able to tell them, oh, your father is your father. They would look at you crazy. Both of them. As a matter of fact, I think my kids prefer their. You get what I'm saying? They prefer them. I mean, they love him, and that's just because he's a good father. He doesn't. He doesn't just pretend.
If you take it off of your personal life, if you take it off of your personal life,
right?
You know, let's take it off of your personal life and let's put the cap on the black society. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at how media is raising our children, and what is the media teaching us about our black men? That black men are soft. Black men are very dependent. They're feminine. Okay, drug dealers or athletes.
Well, hell, they say this that in a sense, the women too, with the media of how they portray the black women. They say you're angry, you're mad, you want to be systematic and things of that sort too. And then, like I say, there is a lot of media manipulation when it comes to both parties. But I will say, like, I don't think one party gets like a worse type of stereotype, because hell, I feel like a lot of women too, that's not to take that off, but hell, like the weight of the world is a lot up on the woman's shoulder, the black woman's shoulder and stuff like that. So the way that they view us in a sense of society and how the media portrays us too, like I think we kind of both got that honest, like on how these beige people say we supposed to act or how we behave and things of that sort in general. So,
well, I guess the next question is, why is the media raising our children?
Well, society nowadays kind of requires for both people in the home to work, leaving daycares and other families to provide. And let's just keep it real. Most of the time when you go sit at an older person's house that's watching you, you sit down and watch TV. Or you have to be on the screen because kids don't go outside like that no more. They be doing a lot of screen time. That's just the reality and the times in which we live. You know what I'm saying? It used to be more kids raising kids because kids was always outside hanging out with each other more than they was at the crib. They was at school. They'd be at home for dinner, but then after school they'll be with their friends, things of that nature. So you know, it's just a different time frame. And man, you really like you kind of came out the gate swinging, because I really like it. Just keep going back in my head. It's hard to be a nurturer when you're so busy providing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And that's what's hit. That's hitting it hard. That's hitting it hard because I do charge, and she Nalla know this. I be charging black women a lot of stuff. I charge them.
You be talking your
I be paper or plastic. What do you want? You want us to pull up? I do, but at the same, I'm looking like that goes into one of my sayings I had on here, is that we have to understand, you know what I'm saying, the importance of us together. We have to look at, why is it so important for groups of people to keep us separated? Why is that so important? Why is that such a pinpoint deliberate action? You know what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna go ahead and enslave these folks. All right, we're gonna go ahead and let's demasculate the man in front of the woman while she's pregnant. Let's do that. Yeah, so that she has no hope or anything. She has no hope in him. That's to this day. Black women would deal with police before the black man would deal with the police that comes to the door. Like, that's still to this day. You know what I'm saying? So we have to understand that we are victims of psychological warfare on the real. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to tell your kids to go outside and play and learn outside.
That it is, but
Yeah.
come on now, these kids nowadays, you tell them to go outside, they think you done murdered them. I want my iPad. I'm not trying to hear all that riffraff. Put me on the
What I
game.
do? What I do?
You
You know what
know,
I'm saying? And like I like the like when I say like we are forgetting about the importance of the black father, you know what I'm saying? How the black males talk down on and whatnot. Like the black male is very important in the family dynamic. And I don't care if it's you, somebody you know, somebody you've seen. We have all seen where women use children as pawns. We've all seen where women believe that this is my child. You know what I'm saying? This is my child because that child lives with that parent. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of good fathers. I know a lot of good fathers, and then I know a lot of good men who are not allowed to be good fathers to the extent that they want to.
and I be saying that, but see, coming from being raised by a man, like when my mom had a battle with drugs. My dad had to step in, like this not what's going on. So he took us. Now with his wife that he has other two children with, he actually had to go get in them courts. You know what I'm saying? But as a man, I got up in them courts when these people was talking crazy, doing whatever it is. Y'all not gonna tell me what I can do for my kid. I'm gonna like whatever, tooth and nail, I'm gonna fight. And I feel like some men, we will say that, like a lot of women. Yeah, I see a lot of women use pawns and stuff like that. But a lot of guys be cool with being a pawn. I don't give a damn if you're a D-boy or not. My daddy used to sell drugs and all that stuff too. But at the end of the day, me as a father, I'm coming to get what's mine. Okay. You're not finna play it like that. So we can keep it gangster or we can keep it cordial. How you want to go about it? You feel me? Now
No, that's real talk.
if I have to take it to the white man and do this stuff like that, then whatever I got to do it. But I'm not just going to have, oh, well, my baby mama said I can't see my kids. She ain't letting me. So what did you try to do about it? Oh, you just called her phone 20 times and popping up and stuff. You didn't actually try to go get right within it. Like a lot of people don't fight. They be like, it ain't even worth the fight. But how your baby ain't worth you fighting?
It's not. You know what? Because I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying about going to get in the course, but once again, we gotta go back to that psychological poison that's already been put into us. That the law is not on our side. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Black men do not want to have to go to court.
And see, you know, but like I say, when it comes to the disadvantage of that, but yeah, like, when you come to being, you're a father and you love your kid, this is something that you produce. So I understand about, you know, damn, I may not want to get killed, hands up, don't shoot and shit like that, but this is your child. So like I say, I mean, that's speaking from my basis, like I said, because I was raised by a man. But when it was all said and done, like the court didn't have to come through and take kids from my mama when she wasn't able to do her part and do all that. He seen it was a problem. And you know what? Check it out. Last day of recess school, y'all coming with me. This how it's finna go. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And at the same time, on the other side with the other children, when their mother wasn't able to do what she had to do, you know, it was easy for my mom. You know, she had a situation, but at the end of the day, it was more easier for that. But for the other thing, he had to go get up in them courts. And at the end of the day, regardless of however it may turn out, and thank God it turned out the right way, this is what I had to do, driving from Elgin to Gary, Indiana, daily, weekly, doing what I have to do because I'm going to be in my kid's life. And then to double back on what you had said, like, you know, sometimes the Black father is not appreciated and stuff like that. And I will say that with my father and that, because when it's all said and done, like both of his children, sets the mothers, y'all kind of still get praise when y'all drop the ball for a minute. My dad never had the chance to drop a ball. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we, like, not me, but a couple of other kids, they still got chips up on their shoulder. Like, I ain't been in this fight with y'all for forever. Y'all mamas left. Y'all mamas was able to do what they had to. I've been had to hold it down regardless of whatever pain, tears in my eyes. I still had to provide and make sure that y'all was straight. So I will say, like, a lot of the other kids and even me at one time, I did not appreciate what I was seeing. Like, you know, I had a chip on my shoulder for a little bit, but at the same time, my dad, like when it was all said and done, and I, not just my dad, because I know several men who have fought for their kids. I know several men who have their kids, and it's like, you know, I understand how this system is set up from us, but you just gonna give it it's the Libra scale. So I'd rather know that I fought all that I could to get mine back, opposed to just saying like, oh man, I ain't finna go play in them courts. I ain't finna, you know, just forget it. Like, how do you feel about your children? Because you produce these children. So like, you know, both of us, we have determining factors that can deter us from things, but I feel like it's up to you to make the choice to do what you got to do. And a lot of men, some women do too, but a lot of women do too. Both of us, I feel like we dropped the ball. Like, okay, a lot of these women, like guys, they just go out. A lot of guys that I know who don't take care of their kids, yo, baby mama said you can't see it, cussed you out and stuff like that, and you done just been gone. Well, fuck it, I'm gonna start another family.
Right. I'm glad you said that, because that brings me into this. I want to ask y'all, because it does keep falling back on the man. So I do want to ask this question. What are some things that women can do to prevent being a single mother on her behalf?
Choosing the right man, because a lot of women be like, oh, I got a bogus ass baby daddy, but 9 times out of 10, now you do got some people that was like, damn, if I would have known you would be like this, or you would leave me like that, I would have chose better. But a lot of us, we sit up and had them rose-covered glasses on. Like if a nigga,
so it's back on the man. It's back on the man.
But like if a man, you dealing with a man that you know got 4, 5 kids, and it's not really in there, so you think this 5th baby just gonna be a miraculous change? Like,
so she needs to what?
Choose better.
Operate in reality.
We choose our men and women. We choose. Like these, you don't just teleport. You're with him. You know, you have to choose who you deal with. And if you choose better, and then if you actually think about things that sustain being a parent, is this guy a provider? What is his lifestyle? What do he do and things of that to make me feel that I'm even going to give you a baby? You feel me? Like a lot of us, you go for he look good. He a hood nigga. He doing this and that. I want to give him some coochie. And then when you stuck with this baby, mad, confused, and upset, heartburn, indigestion, like now you playing I'm so hurt, this is so wrong, my baby daddy ain't this, my baby daddy ain't that. But it's like you seem to learn the signs.
So that's back. Okay, so now that's back on the man. Okay, so that's okay. So her choosing the right man. Okay, we got that. What else can she do? To help prevent being just a baby mama? Let's just be honest.
Well, if she needs to get her mind right, because some people are crazy. Some people need to switch this up and do this and that. Like, yeah, counseling, because a lot of, some women need help too. Some people feel that I don't have any issues. I'm the best person. And you're really not. You're toxic as hell. And you done ran this man away. Like, this shit can go both ways. Like, hell, I didn't know you was crazy like this. I didn't know you was going to be like that. I'm out of this jam. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it can go many different ways, because a lot of women ain't as good as they think that they are. You think that just because you got some twat in some mouth, I'm cool, or I got a big booty and I look good, I'm that, and you ain't got to.
I wish there was some men in the comment section bold enough to speak up, because Ricky going hard, and I do not agree with this right here.
What, Ricky?
I do not like this right here. I love this because the man never gets held accountable fully. Some men trap women, LOL.
They do.
Now, I agree with the last part. Some men do trap women. I do understand that. But not get held accountable, that's all we're talking about. That's all we're talking about. What the man. I'm asking, what can a woman do? And the answer is choose a better man. What else can she do? What else can she do? So maybe I need to tell y'all what men charge women with, and why they don't want to deal with their baby mama. The baby mama not logical. She's too emotional. She's not centered. She's not peaceful. She doesn't want it just to be about the kids. If you coming to see them, you coming to see me. Let's talk about it.
But see, usually them type of women are them type of women in the beginning. So you want to go for these big booty Judies and these things like that, and you think she gonna actually have some rationality. So you gotta choose a better baby mama too. Like a lot of these guys, you don't go off of love and things off of that. You go off of love.
Back on the man. Go ahead, Aurora. I see you trying to jump in.
Oh, did the man leave? Are they they together? Did they separate, or what's going on here?
Okay, so let's paint a scenario. Okay, we can paint a scenario. So let's say we'll do two different scenarios.
Okay.
We'll do casual sex one. Someone ended up pregnant. You know what I'm saying? They
Well,
were
it's
never
only
in
one
a
person that
relationship.
can end up pregnant. Talking about
Yeah,
someone
hey,
ended up pregnant.
I said someone ended up pregnant, man. Look, I'm trying to keep pronouns out of this. They be on my back. But so person ended up pregnant, you know what I'm saying? And now she wants more because she's a woman. She wants more out of the relationship than what it is.
As a woman, I don't really believe in casual sex.
So what you call the women that do?
I advise a woman who's gonna engage in sex with a man, better make sure man, don't engage in casual sex, because if you engage in casual sex and you produce children, because sex produces children, then it's on you. It's on both of y'all, actually, because both of y'all decided to have unprotected sex. So it's on the woman. I just always speak to young women. I like to speak to as young as 10 years old. My daughter's 10 years old. I talk to her. We have all type of 10, 15, 20, 21. Don't casual sex, okay? And if you're going to engage in casual sex, make sure you're protecting yourself, okay? Make sure you're always protecting yourself, and leave the children out of it. You get what I'm saying? It's one thing to have casual sex, but it's another thing to have casual sex and bring children into the mix. Don't do that. You can prevent the situation. Don't do that. Don't.
No, I hear that.
Don't.
So are you an advocate? So hold on. So if you're an advocate for you like no sex before marriage.
That would be the best. That would be the most ideal situation. But if you're going to have sex before you're married, at least make sure you are in some type of committed relationship, something. Engaged, boyfriend, girlfriend, you guys are together. Just make sure it's that. Don't just meet somebody and invite them to your house and then y'all start kicking it. I don't believe in that either. I don't believe in meeting a man. I don't believe women meet men and then just invite them into their home. No, you can take me out, right? That way you're gonna kind of see the man you're dealing with. Are you a man that wants to be stick with you? Are you dealing with a man that's gonna hide you? Are you dealing with a man that's probably trying to move in? I don't believe in that stuff. So that's why I just tell women, don't engage in casual sex, but if you are going to engage in casual sex, make sure you're protecting yourself. Leave the children out the mix. Therefore, if it's just casual and you guys ways, guess what? You have no strings attached. You have no children. Leave the kids out of it. Why do the kids always gotta come?
Because somebody came. That's why. Like you said.
Yourself, then you need to make sure you're in some type of committed relationship. And you better make sure you have a good idea what type of down with it, having children. It's really
and I think that goes back to, I think people don't put enough emphasis on how powerful sex is. Sex is a scarce exchange of energy, okay? Like, you shouldn't really just be tampering, doing your thing, rolling in the hay. Then you be fucked up and confused because, like I say, either she's pouring her energy off into you, so you wondering why your head hurting and you got things you don't know whether you're coming or you going, because you are literally exchanging into some shit. It's damn near like some voodoo hoodoo type of shit if you want to get off into that, because people just treat it as, oh, it feel good or something, they finna beat it up. No, this is a real life ritual. It's deeper than just, you know what I'm saying? This not that.
No waters run deep. She said
Real
she said it's the Nile River over there. Flow a different way, y'all. No, okay, so that's real, guys. I am HyphenX, man. This is our sidebar conversation. Me and my host Nalla here. We got Aurora here. Special guest came on today, guys. We dropped the link, guys. If anybody wants to come on, pop your shit, please do so. Click the link. Come on live with us right here on sidebar conversation. Ricky is over here lighting it up in the comment section. I don't know if she's doing this or doing this, but she going ham in here. You know what I'm saying? So the comment section is really. I'm gonna see what we can put up. I'm gonna put up here. Let's see what she's talking about
You know
here.
your co-host is always being unprepared. My phone is gonna be dying in about a little bit. I'm gonna get
Oh
that
my
together. I need a
God.
portable charger.
Yeah,
I be living
yeah.
life on the edge.
She just said, let's see, and I did, and at least I thought she was talking about men trapping women. So again, men trap women, and when they don't get their way, they flip.
And those are them feminine boys. That was a lot of
So
those. I don't
look,
know. Is that dynamic? He was raised by his mama, so now he, doing that feminine shit. That ain't real masculine. You know what I'm saying? You operating as a the girl.
I think women. I'm gonna say this because I knew this was gonna happen, man. It's right here. It's on the man. All of it is on the man. You know what I'm saying? For the woman, a woman can make herself more desirable and not an easy catch. Men do appreciate working for it. Men do appreciate the chase of something that they know they can catch. It may exert a little energy. It may be a little harder than the one before, but we enjoy that competition. Women can also be more softer. I'm not done. Be more softer. Okay. Women can be more softer. But the most important thing that a woman can do is to nurture every little boy that they see and are in contact with. Letting him know he's handsome. Letting him know that he's appreciated. Saying thank you when he grabs the groceries. Things of that nature, because that helps build a man up. It's like a reward system. Please and thank you is nothing more than a reward system. And if we agree that women mature faster than men, then women have to understand that they're gonna be help raising men out here. It's that simple.
No. So
Yeah, that hurt your foot.
I don't have to raise men. I don't know where she went, but
Yeah,
women,
it's her back.
women have to raise
Come
men.
here.
I put it like that: women need to be more softer, right? How do you expect?
I'm here. Keep talking. I'm here.
As I stated before, how do you expect a woman to be soft when she's operating in her masculine energy? Like that. I said this from the very beginning. Like, how do you expect?
But we're talking about before the baby comes. This is what we're talking about. Before the baby comes.
So when you're dealing with the baby, okay, yeah, before the baby comes, it doesn't really matter because little girls can operate in their masculine energy because they got the weight on their shoulders. You don't just get the weight on your shoulders when you become a woman. You can have the weight on your shoulders as a little girl. You get what I'm saying? You can. So you said softer. You said that we have to raise men. We don't have to raise men. I think that, like I said, men build your businesses, become that builder, become that provider, become that producer, right? Protect, okay? When you in your 30s and you got your stuff going on, maybe you might want to find, if you don't want somebody in their 30s, right? You might need to find somebody just a little bit younger. So if you're a little bit younger, if you're a 25, 26, 27-year-old girl, you may need to look for somebody a little bit more older who has their things together so that you don't have to raise anybody. We don't have that type of time to raise men, right? Women, our clock is ticking. By 35, you pretty much high risk pregnancy at that time. Not to say that you're going to have an issue with a pregnancy, but we don't have a lot of time to raise anybody. We don't have no time to raise anybody. We don't even have the time. And who raised us? And who
maybe the word raise is the wrong word. Why can we say that help assist in the maturity of a man?
No.
Oh, don't run up on me like that. Don't be.
You know my phone died. I'm gonna get it together. I swear, I'm gonna get it together. We don't have that type of time. So what I suggest is, man, if it's gonna take you a little longer to get yourself together, then just leave the relationship. Just don't get in any relationships. Build yourself, build a business or whatever you're going to do. Get a nice job. Make sure you're able to take care of a family. Then you go find a woman that can help you build a family. That's what you do. But as far as us raising, no, we don't have that type of time. And then there's no guarantee that we'll reap the benefits from that.
And then when it goes back onto you say, we can be nicer to men, but who nice to us? Like, just because
That's not true, because little boys are raised up to respect women. They are. You don't do that. You don't hit her. That's a girl. You don't do that. That's a girl. You don't go into a woman's purse. These are things that are always taught to little boys. So little boys are taught to appreciate women at a young age, while little girls are taught that they don't need a man at a young age. Go.
Anybody should teach a little girl that they don't need a man. I think a lot of times it's because a lot of fathers are absentee that they just come to the conclusion, well, technically, I'm seeing my mom do it by herself. We don't really need a man. And that's the problem. It's still going to boil down and fall back on men, because at the end of the day, you are the head, period. And if you guys are not together, then guess what? The women are not together. If you are not together, we are not together. So instead of counseling women, I think you brothers need to counsel your brother and make sure your brother is together. Because if your brother is together, then we will fall in line. Women are people pleasers. We do what we think you want us to do.
And then you can't expect for me to submit if you can't lead. And a lot of things go down to that. Like you want me to submit to you leading me blindly. You feel me?
Yeah,
like
no.
You got it. It's the alpha male type of situation too. Like, look, we will. A lot of women may be taught this and that, but women, we do go hard for our men. And I ain't finna just keep on taking, women don't, because we be in this war and we will sit up and take a dude. Like a lot of people women be gold diggers. They looking for this, they looking for that. But I know more women that will help build a man, raise him all the way up. You ain't got nothing. I'll do this for you. I'll take this, that. And then he gets to a point up in his life where he has it all now. And you forget about the woman that helped you get it all and stuff like that. Or you got a woman that'll sit up and nurture a man boy until he's still being a man boy. Like you ain't got what's going on.
So men don't need nurturing.
Yeah, they do. That's not.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to make sure, because I keep hearing it in a very negative tone.
No. Listen, boys. Yes, I nurture my son. Right, that's my job, because if I don't do it, he's gonna probably be a hellraiser when he gets older, because that's what a lot of women are running into. Okay. So when it comes to nurturing a man, yes. When you are in a relationship with somebody, yes, you provide that, like I said, feminine energy. You can't provide that if you are in your masculine. When you are in your masculine, your feminine is rested. You don't nurturing. I don't have time for that. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I said it's important for a man to build. It's important for a man to be in his masculine, so a woman can always rest in her feminine. It's not really that complicated. You know what I'm saying? And then let's talk about, I just want to say one quick thing, because I know a lot of times I talk to swirlers, right? I call them swirlers, like men who may date outside of the Black race, right? One of the things that I hear all the time is, and this is fine. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But a lot of times what I hear is, the women are more feminine. The women are more feminine. The women are nurturers. The women submit, right? Can you hear me? Okay. They submit. They're submissive. Not understanding the patriarch that these women come from. These women, some white women, Latino women, and I'm not saying all of them, but white women, Latino women, Asian women, they come from a patriarch of men that are builders, producers, providers, and protectors. So they're able to always rest in their femininity, right? We, as a collective, as a Black group, we don't really come from that patriarch. You get what I'm saying? So men who go out and they go after these women because they're softer. Why don't you just get your brothers together, right? Counsel them, tell them what is it what it is they need to do. You need to be a builder, you need to be a producer, you need to be a provider, and you need to be a protector so that your women can rest in their femininity and then they can be soft, right? I hear this all the time. Oh, these women over here, yeah, they come from a patriarch where the men are doing what they're supposed to do.
And then they come to y'all because all they want is that mandingo. So
Yeah,
I
it's
ain't
just
even trying to
vanity.
hear all of
It's
that.
just
She don't really
vanity.
love you.
So I agree. Okay, so this is what I'm hearing, right?
Mhm.
Because in counseling, it's very important that when you're speaking to anyone that you're having discourse with, it's very important to make sure you have an understanding.
Right.
So what I'm hearing my Black women say is that the reason that the Black family is in the way that it is, it rests on the shoulders of the man, because the man is not doing his part, which in return caused the Black woman to step into his role and leave her role. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what you're hearing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's the man's fault.
Man.
Are you? Well, let me ask you a question. Are you our leader?
Yes, I'm not. I'm with you on this. I'm not fighting. I'm not kicking. I'm not screaming.
So,
It's on the man.
so when men get things under control, then women will fall in line. There was a how much longer we got? Well, I'm just rambling.
Go.
There was a you guys did a podcast a couple weeks ago. It was the stripper hoe culture.
Yes, we did.
Yes. Now, if there was no audience for this stripper hoe culture, it wouldn't be there. If there weren't men here who wanted that, then it would not be there. We women are pleasers. We want to please you. We're gonna only do what we think you want us to do. Yeah.
Y'all not doing that for us no more.
What is it?
It's more women at strip clubs and at stripper parties than there are men. I work those parties. I know.
Because a lot of them, you've been living your life being goody two-shoe, baking cookies, cooking pies, and this man done went and ran off up into that joint. So it's like, what you want me to be? Oh, you want me to be soft? And then, like I say, all of these stripper hoe coaches and stuff like that, they got husbands. They still getting cheated on and shit like that. But what you want me to be? You want me to be Sarah the pie maker, or you want me to be Sarah the ass shaker, bro? How you want me to be? How you want
I want both of them.
behind bars? That's cool. But like I say, a guy have a good girl doing the most and having her shit together and go for a bird. Like, you done literally jeopardize your whole family for a bird, bro.
So what is it that you want?
Yeah, you know what? So I will agree. Hey guys, we got a lot going on, man. Ugh. My daughter mad because they blaming her daddy for everything. It's okay, baby. It's okay, baby. I'm strong. I can take it. Okay.
Right. That's
But
right.
and that's something I haven't heard a Black woman say in a long time. I haven't heard a Black woman ask a direct question like that. Are you our leader? Are you our leader? And that's very powerful. So
I'm not, because I know you can do it, right? It feels so much better to let a man lead you. It feels so much better to let a man do things. God, like, it just feels good. Get this off of me, right? Off.
I don't want to be a thug no more. I want to sit up and be like, hey, baby, how do you like your coffee with cream or sugar? But right now it's, man, check it out. This is the type of time I'm on, okay?
Yeah,
what you want to do with
it? It feels good to not be able to have to do that. So yeah, are you our leader?
that's real. So Black men, we need to become builders, providers. What else we say? Oh, come on. Every time I talk, huh?
They need to produce. Because if you building but not producing, what are we doing here? You need to provide. Okay, you need to make sure those resources are going to your family, and you need to protect. And the thing is, a lot of times men think that protection is just on a physical level. No, a man's job is going to be the hardest job, because when a man has to protect his woman, his family, his kids, he has to protect them physically, mentally, and emotionally. You don't know how many times I hear women say, yeah, you know, my father was in the home, he provided for us, but he wasn't affectionate, or he wasn't available to me emotionally. It's damaging.
Very much so. And that's the flip side of that, because I was raised by a man, a provider, an alpha man, a man that'll get out here and make it happen. But when it comes to, hey, Dad, you know, like now we're getting better. But I at a point, I can name how many times I heard I love you, or you're beautiful, or this and that. So therefore, it's not like I was looking for love, or I needed somebody to do something, because, you know, my dad did it all. But when it came to that affection, that speaking life up into me, but you couldn't rest. Well, you was masculine, but you couldn't even have no feminine energy, because I got to be mama, daddy, and everything at the same time. So check it out. I need y'all up at 4 o'clock up in this morning. My house better be like this. I'm kicking ass and taking names. If it's not, no pain, no gain. What is sick? What is confused? What is tired? Fuck that. Get up, make it happen, and stuff like that. So then, like I say, with me coming along, like, this is what I seen in the most impressionable years of my life. So hell, like, I'm operating like that. Like, what is being hurt? Shit, I got to make it happen.
It's our fault, man. Hey, we about to get it together, all right? We gonna get it together. It's our fault, and we not gonna. It's just our fault, man. We just gonna take the hit. So men are here to pretty much serve women for the most part.
There you go.
So no, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. If you find someone that you find fitting and something that you want, do you not tailor it? If you have a home, do you not keep the maintenance up on the home? You know what I'm saying? If you have a woman, would you not keep her maintenance up, from her mind, her body, her soul to her clothing? Like, would you not help with that? So, you know, it's a you have to make, but you can't be like that. You can't be like that to every female. You have to be that to the woman that you want. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like that to every female. You know what I'm saying? And I think I wish I had some men on the show so they can we can show our softer side, because a lot of us men, we were raised by damaged Black mothers. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. You know what I'm saying? And if our fathers were there, our mothers were still the custodial parent. They had the majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? So when the woman is broken, that's one thing that our enemy understood, is that if we break the woman, we can break the family. Simple as that. Not because she's the weaker vessel, it's because she's the most vital vessel. That's why. Now, I'm talking soft because my daughter's trying to sleep here. And is there anything else that y'all would like to say, or anybody in the comments? Let me go, because Ricky said I was ignoring her comments. I got to see what she said. She said, that's because you ignore my comments. Keep saying that you can speak life and not be drained. If it's draining, then change the situation. That's true. Why keep speaking to a brick wall? And that's another thing. We need to not, Black people want to fight for stuff so much, but some stuff ain't worth fighting for. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Some things, you know, from jump, like, you know what? This is not for me. This is not for me. And then the longer you stay, the deeper it get. It's harder and harder to get out. And now, once you get out that situation, I'm talking to me first. Once you get out that situation, now you ain't got no time for no other situation, because you tired. You just climb from the pits of hell.
Right.
You just climb from the pits of hell, and everything is different once you make it to the surface. Us as Black men and Black women, we have to start understanding each other's struggle, but not become engulfed in each other's struggle. Because I think a lot of that is what happens in relationships we see things in our partner that we necessarily don't like because those things are triggers from when we were coming up, and our mothers may have said that to us, or our fathers may not have done that for us. So when I was asking earlier, what are some things that a woman can do to help protect herself from being a baby mama, it came back onto the man. So let me help the men out to help you protect ourselves on not becoming just baby daddies. One, understand your vital importance to this system of family. That's the very first thing you have to do. Two, to do so, you have to be able to have an example or a blueprint. You find that example, you find that blueprint. That example or that blueprint doesn't necessarily even have to know that you're watching them. This can be a character from a book that that has attributes that you like. You know what I'm saying? You have to, once you, let me say this because my mentor taught me this. Once you understand that you have an issue, something's wrong with you, it becomes your problem. Now you have to fix it. It becomes your issue, it's your problem. So whatever your issues are, you deal with those issues in a healthy way. Uh, so I said, understanding your importance to the family structure, to the family system. Two, find a mentor. Three, find something intellectual that challenges you, and find something physical that challenges you. This way, you're able to conquer mind and body. You're able to conquer your mind and your body by reaching your personal goals in those areas, by challenging yourself both physically and mentally. And if you're doing all this, finding yourself, enjoying yourself, the right woman or women will see that in you, and they will be attracted to you. That's how men, you see how I did that? You see, that's how men can help themselves not becoming just a baby daddy. That was a freestyle too. I am HyphenX, man. Uh, Guys, go on Amazon, type in Denez Cochran. That's D is delightful, E is an excellent, N is a nice, E is an exciting, two Z's like zebra, Cochran like Johnny. That's Cochran. Go ahead and type that into Amazon and go pick up any one of my books. You can get GPS, Going Places with a Strategy. That's my ebook. Got A Voice from Amongst the People, The Thoughts and Quotes of HyphenX. That's available on ebook and also paperback. Knowing Your Customers is also available on ebook and paperback as well. And what else we got? Oh, Scattered Thoughts. Guys, so if you guys wanted to get into the mind of HyphenX right around the time of my divorce, that is a great book to get. The Scattered Thoughts. Scattered Thoughts, man. I just was writing them down and letting it happen. Because men, we vent, we hurt too, and no one want. It's kind of sad. No one really wants to hear a man vent. You know what I'm saying? But we have to find healthy ways to exert that energy, because that's how you end up beating on your girl. So just find a healthy outlet. You know what I'm saying? If it's playing ball, lifting weights, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, writing, rapping, going to the studio, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Find your lane, get into it, and relieve that stress, because they'll definitely take your ass there. But come on, man. Y'all know it's true. You know what I'm saying? Um, you also got now you got an event coming up, right?
Yes. June 5th at 2 p.m. at Mississippi Park, 1401 Mississippi Park, Shelter 3. I'll be doing a tasting event. It's an $8 fee. You can try everything. You can see how I'm coming and see what's up with the Sauce Queen. And then we also have an event on May 29th, the Gemini Expo Floyd. So Prestige Prominence, my cousin and I will be there with the hair growth oil. So you can come out to that. And yeah, that's that.
What? Give us a preview. Tell us some of the flavors, because you got one that I'm like, I want to try it so bad because I'm so interested. It's the blue one. What's that
That's
called?
lemonade. So I was doing sauces for women that inspired me. So that actually comes from my birthday, sis. It's a blueberry lemonade wing with some heat, and it's kind of crazy. So yes, like I have dreams about sauces, and I like to do different things. So I'll have 4 wings. The flavors will be the block is hot, sweet and spicy barbecue, just lemonade, blueberry lemonade. Then I got that L's up for them hitters. You know what I'm saying? And that's the Calypso Island Wave. So the flavors in there is banana, pineapple, mango, passion fruit, lemon. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna remix that with some heat. Then I'll have some slash adult grilled cheeses. The block is hot. Fifi on the block, which is with Italian beef and gardenia peppers. I'll also have a sweet meat panini with bacon, cheese, and mango chutney. And then I'll have an East Side salad and a Nalla berry salad. But just some crazy stuff you gotta come check out because I'm gonna pop my shit the right way.
It's going hard. Y'all hear that?
It's going.
Say it again. It's the 5th.
Yes, June 5th at Mississippi Park from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. or until the food is gone. Next week, I will be dropping an art list because I have so many people, like literally about 30 people that want to reserve their spot now so they can get the food. Because once you come check me out, it's go. Like I don't even see it making it to 6, but it will be going down. So please, please, please come see me because I'm gonna put my soul in this shit.
Right, ain't you? And you going to Atlanta too, ain't you?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. I'll be posting more details on that, but I'll be cooking with my cousin who's a big chef out there, Micah Ray. So Nalla's Kitchen will be going to Atlanta up at the car show from June 19th and the 20th. And I'm going to be bringing my sauces and oils out there and doing my thing on that. So Nalla Takes Georgia is going.
So you about to move that product across state lines, huh?
Oh, yeah, I got to ship it. Come on, you know what I'm saying? I make too, B. I'm out here too. Fading the land of the land.
Go ahead, Aurora. What you got, man? We really appreciate you coming on. You might have to come on every week.
She really do. She's so just, I'm she's so together. I'm not.
Girl,
please.
There is one thing that I want to correct.
Yes.
And then I'm done for today.
Okay.
You said we're here to serve women. And that's not true. That's not true. You just play a really important part in building a family. And if we don't have families, like our community is so broken. So if we don't have families, then we can't have communities. If we don't have a community, then guess what? We can't get these people off our backs. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Just because we really need you to help us build these families and raise these families. That's it. I'm not saying you're here to serve us. It's not even about us. It's about raising our families and building communities and doing better. That's it.
Hey, we love to and need you too.
Thank you. I know this already though, but thank you. Yes, we need each other. We need each other. That's all.
All right. So you want to run down any of your tags?
I'm sorry, what was that?
You want to run down any of your tags?
Okay.
You can't hear me.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that was breaking up. What you say? Hello?
Yeah, you hear me now?
Okay, a little bit, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, y'all. Somebody tried to call me. I was on live. I said, did you want to run down any of your tags, any of your social media?
Not right now. I got to get my social medias together, but I'll be back.
All right, bet. All right, guys. I am HyphenX. This is our SideBar conversation, guys. Send us a whisper at great conversation. Let's talk. Gmail.com, or you guys can email us. Send us a. Trying to get off this phone, or you guys can go ahead and just send us a message. What you guys want to talk about? You guys got a certain scenario. I think I got a hot one for next week. I think I got a hot one. I think I do, and I think I'm going to drop it maybe a little bit after this, and I'll send it to y'all. Absolutely. All right. So I am HyphenX. That's Nalla.
Sauce Queen, we out.
Peace.
Peace.